The stance flexion feature on the green knees can be adjusted accessing two screws that are on the face or the front of the knee towards the bottom. There may be a set screw that's located on the left or right hand side, but these have been eliminated recently. So if you do see a set screw, loosen those before you do the adjustment. The adjustments should be symmetrical left and right as far as how much the screw is in. You do want a minimum of 5 degrees of range of motion. You do not want any less. You also do not want to be able to manually simply go up to the maximum of 12 degrees range of motion as well. If this occurs, there could be excessive stability that occurs when the wearer is walking, and they may not be able to initiate knee flexion effectively. Also on the pneumatic knee, this could create a clunking sound. So if you experience any of these, adjust the stance flexion feature so that there is some preload on the fifth bar. Remember, the patient will feel this. We may not necessarily see it. Most of the green knees come with a mount that is interchangeable. This mount can be interchanged through accessing the bolt that is under the knee head. This bolt is basically the same size as a foot bolt, so if you have a foot bolt wrench, you can use that to remove and loosen the bolt. So the mount can be loosened, rotated, and slid, or you can also interchange it to a lotus mount or pyramid mount, depending on the type that you want. Now, out of the box, this is not tightened, so you need to tighten it before the patient walks on it. Once everything is set, you want to go ahead and put thread locker on the bolt, torque it down, and then set the set screw for rotation on the pyramid. For the lotus adapter, you need to loosen the bolt so that you can do any adjustments for angulation or slide. And then again, be sure that you tighten the bolt, and also you want to torque it. If it's not torqued, the whole assembly can rotate. If it rotates, it could disrupt the ridges that are there to prevent rotation. So you want to check this before the patient goes out or walks on the knee. There's a head tilt adjustment available on the green family knees. This is found under the head of the knee and usually is a 5mm screw. Now before you do the adjustment, you need to loosen the set screw, and this is usually on the left or the right hand side depending on the knee. And then you'll do the adjustment through that 5mm screw. You want to reduce the adjustment to a range of only 1 to 2 degrees. This is simply to reduce the initiation of knee flexion that may be difficult for some new wearers, or to increase some stability. If you have a locking knee, you need to be cautious of how much adjustment you do, because you can inadvertently override the lock so that the lock will not engage. The head tilt feature should not be used to get additional range of motion and flexion or extension. This is to fine-tune the knee function. If you inadvertently adjust it the wrong way, you can make the knee unstable and could possibly make the patient fall. So if you look, the knee in the center is where it is out of the box basically. Now if you go on, you make the knee more unstable by turning the screw clockwise. What this will do is tilt the head backwards. This will make the instant knee center move forward and down, which will make it more unstable. But this will also help to initiate easier knee flexion. Conversely, if you back the screw out, what this will do is it will tilt the head down towards the front. This will make the knee more stable. It will also make it more difficult to initiate knee flexion during walking. But if these are some of the things you need to do for your patient, then that's what the head tilt adjustment is for. It is not to increase or decrease range of motion if you run out of adjustment. The green family knees also come with an adjustment for the extension spring. Depending on the knee, you'll need to see if there is a set screw to hold the adjustment screw Before making any adjustment, make sure that the set screw is loosened. Now, if you tighten the screw in, that will of course increase the spring tension. If you back the screw out, it will loosen the spring tension, and this will decrease the force. Depending on the knee, especially if it's pneumatic knee, the pneumatic knees do not have as much range of motion for adjustment because you need to adjust the pneumatic cylinder. Some of the locks on the Green family knees can be disabled. This is simply done by pushing the lever in the unlock position and screwing in the two set screws on the left and the right hand side of the knee. This will then make the knee function as a free swing knee. The lanyard can also be removed by removing the screw that retains the lanyard. The Green family knees have an adjustment for swing friction. The swing friction adjustments are from the back of the knee. So if you look at the back, you should be able to see some adjustment screws. Usually it'll be in the center, the bottom of the middle link. Depending on the knee, like the 1324, the friction will actually be on the knee head. This is the only time that the screw will be up there. On a pneumatic knee, there is no swing friction adjustment. Again, you want to adjust the pneumatic cylinder. L1324, because the lock is up by the knee head, that friction adjustment will be on the link below. So if you look at the pictures, you can see where the location for the various knees, the friction adjustment will be there. 1326 will be more towards the center of that link. If you look at the 1321 and the L1321, they are in the same location. So if you're going to adjust the swing, it's advisable to adjust the friction first to reduce the heel rise, and then adjust the spring so that you can get the speed that you want. Now remember, mechanical knees, it's a limited adjustment. If they have variable gait, then you might want to look at a pneumatic knee.